Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. I'm trying to be a little quiet here. I have a bunch of stuff to get done before the baby comes. Are you coming with me?
What are you doing?
Why has a googly eye in his noggin there if you're seeing a third eye on him. But we're gonna head down to the prepper pantry and grab some stuff. I am making things before the baby gets here, and I'm taking you along with me so we can change it up in the videos. So I'm gonna make some salves today, maybe a recipe or two, and take you around the homestead and kind of tell you what's going on. I haven't done this in a while since the garden video, and it's gotten me inspired. Honestly, when my frost date hits is when I start abandoning all my chores in the house. I saw a meme about this the other day, or it was a reel of like a funny reel. And I abandon all my chores in the house and I continue to just head on outside and do the chores out there. So I really do enjoy being outside. I love taking you outside, and it's easier for me to do than the sit down videos. So I hope you're excited. We're going to get a lot done today, right, buddy? Okay, so come with us. We are excited. Let's just grab some things. I will show you what I'm grabbing. All right, we have a lot going in here. We need some coconut oil. We are grabbing the mango butter. We are also, don't need any Castile soap right now. We could use some beeswax though, so we're gonna grab that, and I think we're good with that. Actually, I'm gonna grab some Castile soap so I can start infusing some items with some herbs from last year, and I will show you how I do that. It's very easy. Alrighty, so first item on the agenda is to make some salves, and I'm just going to make a small batch just so I can show you what I'm doing here. And it's really just going to be helpful for the summer if my joints are sore, and for postpartum. You know, it takes a lot out of you to birth a child, if you didn't know, and I need it for those achy areas. So it could be in like the lower abdomen. Sometimes I have another helper awake in here, and sometimes on like the upper legs really helps. So I'm going to show you how I make it. So all you're going to need is coconut oil. I use mango butter and shea butter. I'm going to use a little bit of arnica. Arnica is amazing. It really is awesome. You can totally use it as a tea if you wanted to, but it's a powerhouse and it's really helpful for sore joints. And then I'm going to use some nettle leaf, and all you do is melt all of this together and just put it in the jars. So you can literally do this in the sunlight if you want, but the only problem with that is mango and shea butter typically are coming a little bit harder than your coconut oil. So what I'm going to do to speed up the process is just heat everything up in some hot water first, and then I can pour it in these jars and it will be good to go. I don't whip this or anything because it is more of a salve, and it's just basically an oil that you can put on before bed at night and go from there. So let me show you how I put this one together. We are starting out relatively easy. All you need to do is bring a pot of water to a boil. I'd say just around 6 cups of water, maybe 5. And when this starts boiling, that's when I will put in that mango butter. I just put the pack directly in there. You cannot go and put these in the microwave or anything like that. That won't work. A double boiler would work, of course, but I'm working with what I have right now, so that's what I'm doing. I have a dirty pan from breakfast. I apologize. But next step, while this boils, we are going to make some sun tea, and it's delicious. Okay, trying to get my whole self in the shot here, but what I'm going to do is take my large mason jar with a little, I don't know, spout on this. I will link these in my Amazon store, but honestly, your local thrift store might be the best place to go. And today's brew is going to be blueberry wild child tea. That's going to look just like that. And that's from Natural Grocers. So that has apple, hibiscus, elderberries, rose hips, and it has some different flavors in there. So a lot of people question if this is safe for pregnant breastfeeding. Yes, you will be just fine with this. And all I'm gonna do is dump this whole thing into the container. I'm sorry, half of it into the container. So total, this is gonna be 1.5 ounces of loose tea, and we're gonna do about 40 ounces of filtered water, and then we're gonna set it out in the sun for the whole day. So you'll probably need a sunny day for this, and you could totally brew it indoors if you wanted to, but this is my favorite way to utilize a sunny day. Besides sitting out and basking in it, I love making tea. I'm just taking my filtered water, putting that into my container. Okay, this is what she's looking like right now. That was totally not 40 ounces. I'd say it's about 60 ounces. So I'm gonna set this outside and move on to the next task.
Why are you gonna set this?
It will brew in the sun, honey. So I am just going to put it right here. Very easy. This will just sit out here and brew until the evening, and we will enjoy some tea later. It depends if you want your kids to enjoy this. It's really just a me thing, but I would suggest non-caffeinated beverages for young children. That's up to you. Okay, we're at a boil. I'm gonna turn my heat off, and all you do is put this mango butter right in there. It says for 30 to 45 minutes. It doesn't take that long. And then in about 20 minutes, I just put one of these in there, and I put some of my shea butter in there. But honestly, I could probably just take this outside and put it in a glass container in the sun. I'm using the rest of this. This is just lavender residue. I'm using the rest of this, so I'm not too worried about the plastic or anything like that. I'm not ingesting it. Again, it's just going through my pores. So yes, I'm going to put this one probably right here today, and then we are going to get started on some things outside. So I wish I could truly tell you what today's agenda is going to be. I know a lot of you thrive on that, but I go around my house every single day, and sometimes there's a plan of things that I want to get done, and I'm able to I guess, plan those out when I do those brain dumps that I used to talk about on the channel all the time. But I know today, because I went through a bunch of important paperwork, I know I wanted to go through the bug out bags. And I know a lot of you are new. I do have some videos on that topic, but I wanted to show you what's in our bug out bags. So I'm gonna organize them, just go through the food, make sure everything's okay. I went through them probably last month or the month before just to check on everything. But while I'm there, I wanted to show you what is going on in there. I feel like I look a mess today, but that's okay. We're gonna keep on keeping on. So my goal today is to get this, I guess, salve done, the tea done, as well as our bug out bags. And I may be able to show you a few things around the homestead and just a few things that the kids have been working on, some activities while we are here at the house. We try and utilize all the free things. You know that we are in a very extreme budget. So that is my goal. That's my little, I guess, intersection here to talk to you about it. But I do want to get you turned around and show you how the garden turned out. I left you on a cliffhanger last time, so let me show you. Alrighty, here's how those boxes came out. We moved the baby chickens over with the big chicks. I'll show you later. But my goal has been accomplished. I wanted to be able to walk through these boxes. I probably won't put any pavers down. I don't mind walking through here. And then we're going to do some sort of trellis system. Of course, kids have their things out here. All I need to do is hammer this down, but I did what I could with what I had, and it worked out. I have some beds in the back here, and then some grow bags, and then the large grow bag, and I think that's how we're going to do it. I do want to have access to this door here in case we do our hoop house or high tunnel right there. But again, I don't know if that's going to be in the budget. I'd love to have a little high tunnel back there, maybe even a mini greenhouse. But I feel like we accomplished a lot the other day. I really appreciate all of you and the encouragement. It was very kind and got me through my day that day because, wow, it was a day. Potatoes looking good. I have one iris blooming from that day, so I told you it probably won't bloom too far. And then I noticed there was a clip that was cut out, unfortunately. And I wanted to show you yarrow and how hardy it is. Honestly, the chickens have picked through everything. They won't touch the yarrow. It wouldn't hurt them if they did, but it comes up every single year. It's amazing and it's so easy to grow. So that is the one thing I always tell people to grow. And what I do with my yarrow is powder it down, which I dry it, and then we put it up in my messy garage. Here we are. The aesthetically pleasing homestead is what happened here. Okay, it's what my channel should be. But I made a little, I guess, drying rack here before I partnered with Timu a while back. And this is what we do. So this is our lavender from last year. And then this is yarrow. So all I had to do, it has some cobwebs in there, but you just shake it out. All I had to do was dry it. And what you do with this is just break the whole thing down in a food processor or a coffee bean processor or whatever you want to do. The leaves and stems are good to go. And then you can keep that powder with you to stop wounds. You can encapsulate it if you have some blood problems, but really great for anemia like I have. And this was easy to just rig up. So yes, I think that's it. Yarrow, lavender, and then we do have pineapple, sage, and marigolds, calendula also on here. Very good for you. So we have all that happening. This yarrow is just not ready yet. So I'm not planning on making that powder today. I just wanted to show you my drying rack in case you didn't buy that one from Timu, although I think it came down to like 98 cents with my discount. So that's still available if you want to look back on that video. But here it is. That's what we're doing in here. And then I did want to show you just an activity for free that I have been getting monthly for the kids. So this is something I signed up for. It took about a month or two to kick in, but it is the Dolly Parton's Imagination Library, and it's free to sign up if you have kids, and they send age-appropriate books for each child. So this is Wise this time. My son Wilder's right here, and he got Wild Horses. He is going to be 5 here soon, but they are educational books. Everything's for free. I will leave the link. I'm not affiliated at all. I just wanted to show you a nice little homesteading activity for those summer days that may be too hot out. Maybe you want to just catch some shade and read a book, but I thought this was really fun, and I've been asked to include some more children-related activities that are on a budget on my channel, and I'm fortunate enough to live in Colorado where we can see amazing things, but in the meantime, while we are not getting out of the house right now because we're really prepping for this baby, I think books are a great way for kids to learn. Y also really loves plants. So I have another one coming, and I will link that down in my Amazon storefront, and I think it's great for the kids to get into the garden. So they have their own little garden out here, and I'll keep you updated on that. But for now, here you go, buddy.
Thanks.
Yeah, Wild Horses.
Sisters.
Sisters came last week. Delilah got one on, I'm not sure. What was it about, sweetie?
That.
Yeah, okay. I think hers was actually about flowers, but not like an educational one. So we shall see, but we're going to head outside. Right, going outside, it's just a little warm right now. I'm going to do the bug out bags in here. So what I'm doing is just going through my organization. This is for food, and there's a bag for each of us in here, and it should last us for 2 to 3 days. So I have in each bag different things that we enjoy, and we can go through them together here. Of course, you'll want some sort of camp stove. I like the 4 Patriots Star camp stove. That's just something that I like. You don't have to purchase that, but it's easy to start a fire in, and all you need is just some waterproof matches or just regular matches and a way to start the fire. So I'm really interested. My husband was going to teach me how to make a fire out of ice. He saw someone do that, ice and the sun. If you've ever done that, I'd love to hear about it, but it sounds so challenging. I don't know if I'll get it on the right try. I don't know if I'll ever get it, but thought it would be fun to learn together. So we're going to do that. In this bag, we have peanut butter, dark chocolate bars, the Kind bars. I have some Justin's nut butter, And this little packet here has 7 grams of protein. So you can keep 3 of those in there just for some extra snacks. I have some top ramen, super easy, comes with the flavor packet. Not the best for you because of the MSG and sodium, but you are going to be needing water as well. So that can be a meal or 2. Honestly, it can be 2. And then I have some Hungry Jack potatoes. Yeah, I keep the butter ones in there. I do whatever's on sale. This would be fine for 2 years. Honestly, you'll be just fine in there. So I'll probably switch that one out just because it's nearing the end. And then I have the Loma Lindas. These I found at Dollar Tree, and this was a plant-based product. I announced a year ago that I'm not plant-based, but I got a question about it the other day. No, I'm not vegan anymore. It destroyed my health, and yeah, I'm pretty adamant that I won't go back to it. So it works for some people, but you know, it didn't work for me. But I don't need to justify what I'm eating or my health or anything to anyone online, in my opinion. But it was making me feel like garbage, and I'm no longer vegan. So that's that. In here, though, you have water, brown rice, texturized soy protein. So I'm going to eat these before they go bad, but there's also sunflower oil in here, something that I like to avoid. Soy, something that I like to avoid. There's just a bunch of stuff in here, but I don't want it to go to waste. So this is in our bug out bags for now. And then I also have one of their Hawaiian bowls as well. That's not too bad in here. It still has the texturized soy protein. Well, this one's probably worse. This has vegetable oil in it. So yeah, not going to talk about it. It's fine. And then we have all beef chili with beans. Again, soy protein. I packed these a year ago when I guess didn't really focus on ingredients. Yeah, so there's chili with beans in here. It'll get you through the day. And then again, I have that other Kind bar, and then I have 2 more peanut butters. And essentially that is what these bags look like for everybody. We all like ramen, we all like peanut butter, we all like those bars, and then the only differences are going to be those canned chilies. So like I said, this one has soy protein in it. So this one is mine because I packed it when I was plant-based. But then my husband's, you know, I have beef top ramen in there. I believe there's one ramen that's technically doesn't have any animal products in it. I think it's the Oriental. I could be wrong though, or the soy flavored. I'm not sure. But my husband, he really likes just like quick little meals like this. So I have a chicken salad for him, and I have a buffalo chicken salad for him. And that comes with crackers. They're ready to eat, really easy. I would say this is not enough food for him, which is why I have that extra top ramen in there. And then for the kids, of course, when they're hungry, they're going to be hungry, but you never know with them if they're going to eat everything. So we don't necessarily pack lighter, but we pack different things. So we have the Builder's Protein Built Bars, and this has 20 grams of protein, and they really enjoy these. So this would be a good one for kids just because it's filling and it has a lot of protein in there. And then we have the Chef Boyardee spaghetti and meatballs. Honestly, I pull things from my prepper pantry that we probably wouldn't eat, and that's what I put in my bug out bags. And whenever we're going to a state park or something, whenever we're going on a long trip, I put these bug out bags with food in our car because you never know. I think I've shared this story before, but my husband and I broke down in the middle of Rocky Mountain National Park. We were young, new to Colorado, and we got pretty deep into the park. If you're familiar with the park and you enter from, I mean, you can enter from Estes Park and still get there, but we got up to Fall River Road, and it's high. It is very high. I'll put the elevation here because I forget it, but we got up there and we got stuck, and it was after park hours, and to be honest with you, I panicked. He didn't really, you know, he was having a good time. It was the middle of summer, so I wasn't worried about weather, I guess, although it can be very extreme up there. I was worried about animals and honestly other people in a negative way. So we didn't have any service up there, and as soon as I got back, I packed a backpack, and you know, this was close to 8-9 years ago, and I packed a backpack and it stayed in my car ever since. So I think that's when really my preparedness journey started. I would say that my mom was more of a prepared mother, and that's where I get that sense. I can always look to my mom still to this day for anything if I need it. And you know, I wanted to instill that in my children as well. So this is the next thing. This is going to be our second bug out bag. That's kind of, it's not food related. So your bug out bags, you could put one on each kid's back if you want, but it depends. In this one, we have wipes, we have diapers.
I like diapers.
Delilah's here if you did not know that. And then I do have some liquid IV. I partner with them, but honestly, coconut water would be better for you. This could go into the food bag, and you need to make sure you have water.
I like water.
Yeah, water's good. You need to make sure you have water. So next up, we have soap. You never know.
I want soap.
We have some Advil. We have a flashlight, battery operated though. I would prefer to have the solars in here, which I do have. So I will show you that right here. I have the 4 Patriots flashlight. I've showed you this before. It's a multi-tool, has a magnet in here. We keep these in our cars too because it has a seatbelt ripper and then a windshield breaker. And then a compass right here is something where you could charge a battery if you wanted to. It's a really great product. Again, it's on 4 Patriots website, but we keep these everywhere. And then we also have our battery bank, and this is solar powered as well. And you can do USB in there. It's also a light. It hooks to you if you want that vibe, but I just keep this kind of hooked onto our backpack if we're hiking. That way it can absorb some sun while we're there. And then I have another flashlight in here. We also have some... Yep. We also have some bracelets here, and that is for the dark. If ever we break down, the kids need to wear them. I have some first aid kits in here with alcohol wipes and bandages and gauze. And then I also have some shampoo and conditioner. You never know. I don't think I would wash my hair in an emergency, but you never know. I have some permanent markers just because. And then I also have some waterproof matches. Some more Advil. This is very random. I don't have anything too organized in here. I don't feel like I need it to be. I have one of my knives here, just a quick little multi-tool. I have super glue. Never know when you're gonna need that. And I have a life straw just in case. What else do we have in here? We have extra clothing. This is my bag, so I have some extra clothing for me, long sleeve and some leggings. I have another battery bank in here. Each bag has 2 of them in there, so we have 8 total. I have another flashlight in mine. I have sunscreen. Honestly, we don't use a lot of sunscreen, not gonna lie. Might get some hate for that, but the sun is not too big of an enemy for you. I encourage you to find a good time of day to head on out there and just protect yourself. You don't need chemicals to do it though. You have some coconut body lotion. And I got a lot of this stuff at the Dollar Tree. I got comments on the last time I posted a video like this, like that's what you get for getting Dollar Tree stuff, like it's cheap, but I say it all the time, it's better than nothing. Like it works. So if you're on a budget, head up to Dollar Tree. They have a ton of stuff. Some more conditioner there, and then I have a hoodie in here for me, and let's see what else I have. So I have an extra cord here just in case of any, I don't know if I need to charge my phone or something. And that is it. That's what I have in this bag. And like I said, this is a bag times 4. So each bag contains all of these items. And then my husband's bag is actually, oh, thank you, buddy, is a little bit bigger because he is going to have the, I guess, the room to put in the important documents. And those documents are going to be in a fireproof little container. I will link that as well. I got mine on Amazon, but there are plenty of stores online, some more Patriot-owned preparedness stores that have that document protection. So should be waterproof, should be fireproof, but important documents. You're gonna need certificates, passports, deed to your home. There's just like so many things that you can put in there. You can totally look up someone that's more organized when it comes to that kind of thing. But think of the things that you might need most. You know, I have my insurance for my rings, and what else do I have in? Oh, I don't need a remote. That's silly. What else do I have in there? Some just pictures of family. I have some. Oh, I forgot some, huh?
Yeah, diapers.
Yeah, and then I just have, you know, important documents for the cars and the kids, and I think that's about it. So I'm pretty happy with these bug out bags. Again, the only thing that I wanted to do was just switch out those mashed potatoes for another canned food item, and then I'm gonna get those food items ready to just really start thinking about the ingredients that we're taking with us. Of course, MREs would be easier because they would be lighter. All you have to do is mix them with water, but honestly, my kids don't really like them. So canned Chef Boyardee works for us in a bind, but of course there are a lot of different, I guess, places out there where you can get all of these items in better ingredient form. So happy with the bug out bags, and I'm happy I shared that with you because I know a lot of you are new. Now we are moving on to our salve. I hope you're still with me. I know this is random, but I love how my brain works sometimes, and I know some of yours works the same. So that is what we're gonna do. Okay, so in the pot, I just brought that shea butter in, and I'm gonna put probably 2 tablespoons of the coconut oil in here, maybe even 3, just because it's a little tricky. And if you don't like coconut oil, you could use maybe some vitamin E oil or some jojoba oil. It just depends on your preference. I like coconut oil. I don't mind the absorption into my skin. A lot of people don't like it because it might be too oily, but when I apply it at night. So I find that it's really helpful. And then what I do is just sprinkle those arnica flowers right into the oil. Kind of just does a quick little infusion here. And then I also do the same with my nettle leaf. And if you needed a scent for this, I would really suggest looking into growing your own herbs, but I get that not everyone likes to do that. So find an essential oil brand that you trust, but just be careful with the scents because artificial scents are not good for us if you did not know. And you know, I have candles, so I get that they're fun, but I try and limit that. So what I'm doing right now is just mixing it together while it melts. I will leave that in there for about 20 more minutes. The mango butter's good to go already, of course. And then I will transfer them to the tiny vessels. Alrighty, so I have 2 of my containers here. And again, I'm just making like a quick batch. If I was making these for friends, then I'd do more. Then I have my glass bowl. You wanna try and work with glass as much as you possibly can. I wouldn't put this in plastic. I don't know. I guess you could do metal. But I'm gonna pour this mango butter in here. I'd say it's about a half a cup, maybe even more. And then you just want to stir that together. And those are your ingredients. So you want it in this liquid form to put into the containers, and then you can kind of let it cool on the countertop and then store it in the fridge and it will solidify. You don't want this to go on your skin just like this, but I don't know. A lot of people like to siphon out their herbs. I really don't mind them because what I do with these is put them on my knees, for instance, and I just let those herbs set on my knees like that, and then I wrap, you know, a handkerchief around it. Then I'll put my clothes on top of it, and then in the morning it's done its absorption, and I can take it off and kind of just rub those herbs off of my legs. But I understand that that might not be something that a lot of people enjoy. So you could infuse your oil and then you could siphon out the herbs, but I don't mind doing this. And again, you could put a scent booster in here. I don't mind the smell of arnica. I think it smells pretty delicious. And what I do is just take a small funnel here. And a company recently sent me this funnel for, who is it? Oh, I forget who it is. Sorry. For protein powder, I think they make. They just sent it as a gift, which was really nice. But you can honestly finagle a way to get this in there. So all I do, pour this in here. This might not even be enough for 2 jars, but that's okay. Kind of want it to the top there. And then from there, you're letting these jars cool on your countertop. Make sure they are cool, and then you can transfer to your refrigerator. You can make a nice little label if you want, but typically I know what's in here. So this will be really, really nice postpartum when my muscles are sore. That stinging nettle just gives the, I don't know, these joints just an extra boost, and it just gives it that cooling effect. So this is my, I guess, magic salve, the one that I always make. It also is great for migraines in case you needed something like that, just to put it topically wherever you're having some issues. Okay, this is our tea. It has been brewing all day. So beautiful. It's this beautiful pink hue. And I find that this filters out a lot of these particles, but if you want a full filter, just put like a little coffee filter on top of here, or one of the mesh strainers. It's really easy as well. There is a thunderstorm coming. Very exciting. It never rains in Colorado, if you did not know that. But this is what our salve looks. As you can see, a lot of the particles float to the bottom. Sorry, fridge. But I really enjoy it. I just put it in the refrigerator, and that's where I keep it. And I will go through this and, like I said, rub it wherever I have an ailment. So let me take you outside because it is gorgeous out. Kids are having a good time. But as you can see, it is coming. We're in a severe thunderstorm warning, which is a change up because usually we are in a tornado warning. But if you can see, there's a rainbow right there. So beautiful. I don't know if it will come up, but we are very blessed today because, again, we don't get a lot of rain. So it's very nice. Look at those beams. Wow. Something that we've prayed for sure. Love it. I love thunderstorms. Let me know if you do too in the comments.
I like it, Mama.
Yeah, Mama too.
Can I eat this?
You may not. This is called hail.
Can I lick it?
No. No thanks. Be careful. My poor flowers. Yeah. Ooh, biggins.